Good day, everyone. I'm Jovit Cajes, and I'll be reporting about the topic 10, which is the women in education. First topic of this is the major problems of women face in the education sector. So, here are the women's face a range of significant problems in the education sector. From early childhood to higher education and professional careers, these challenges are often rooted in deep-seated social, economic, and cultural factors that create barriers to access, success, and leadership. Here are some of the major problems women face in the education sector. Number one, barriers to access um, and completion. Under this, we have the poverty and economic constraints. In many low-income regions, families may prioritize a boy education over girls due to financial constraints. Girls may be pulled out of school to help with the household chores, care of care for siblings, and contribute to the family income. To the cost of school fees, uniforms, and textbooks can be a significant barriers. So, kani siya, ma-relate ni siya during the old era nga only boys are sent to school due to financial problems and because of the poverty. Next one is the early marriage and pregnancy. Child marriage remains a major problem globally, forcing girls to drop out of school and limiting their future opportunities. Early pregnancy also contributes to high dropout rates. So, agani siya nga problems nagyapon siya hatod karon, which is the early pregnancy. Due to this ma-drop out siya kay tungod sa mahimong mangyapon siya financial problems kay dili na siya maka-continue sa iyang pag-eskwela. Next is the gender-based violence and harassment. Girls and women in all education settings, from primary school to universities, are at risk of gender-based violence, including sexual and physical harassment. This can be create a hostile environment and affecting their ability to learn and leading to absenteeism and dropping out. So, in this case, um, also the girls being or women are encountered major problems in school by or in education by having a violence or harassment. We'll proceed to the other major problems. Um, for number two, the gender bias and stereotypes. Under this is the curriculum and teaching bias. Educational materials and teaching methods can be perpetuate gender stereotypes. This can be manifest in textbooks that show women in traditional roles and a lack of female representation in history and science. Teacher may also unknowingly favor boys in class discussions or encourage them to pursue subjects like science and mathematics while steering girls toward the humanities. So kani siya for kasagaran na makita nato sa books from the old books or in the history, ang kanunay ma-expose niya is men, din ang always nga makita nato ang mga slaves is the women. So there will be discrimination in that case. And also for the teaching bias, men's are being favored rather than girls. So the next one is the social and cultural norms. Traditional gender roles and cultural beliefs can devalue a girl's education, seeing her primary role as a future wife and mother. This can create a lack of family support for the academic pursuits. So kanin siya, social and cultural norms is their belief of their culture nga. If you're a girl, dapat nara ka sa balay, tapos they see yourself nga like culture ninyo nga if kay tungod na ra makasabalay ka na ma-train ka as a mother nga when you grow up, kinahanglan magbantay kasi yung mga kanang bata, then you're not allowed to have education kay ang ilang belief sa ilang culture nga men ramay mo kanang mo trabaho para sa ilang family. So the next one is the discouragement in STEM fields. Women are often underrepresented in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM fields due to persistent stereotypes that suggest they are less capable and interested in these subjects. This bias can be begin in the classroom and continue throughout their academic and professional careers. So, because of the stereotypes, women are being emotionally. So, in this field, women can they believe that or they discriminated that women can be um kanang maglisod sila og think tungod kay they are very emotional. So that's the main reason why they are being discriminated in STEM field. So well, let's proceed to the challenges in higher education and academia. First is the underrepresentation in leadership. Despite often outnumbering men in university enrollment, women remain significantly underrepresented in senior high academic and administrative roles such as deans, representative department heads, and university presidents. So it can be related in politics. Wala sila discriminate nila ang mga women wala sila rights in that position because they are a girl. So the last one is discrimination and harassment. Even in higher education institutions, which are supposed to be spaces of enlightenment, women continue to report feeling marginalized, undervalued, or subjected to discrimination and harassment. So, yeah, up until now, there's a situation like women are being discriminated and harassed in such institutions. So that's all for my report.